So good morning, JNK. Good morning, sir. We are here for the warm-up. So ready for the warm-up? Yes, sir. So ठीक है, हम सबसे आसान क्वेश्चन से स्टार्ट करेंगे. We'll start with a very easy question. The very easy question we have is Battle of Hastings. The timing of Battle of Hastings. 1066. And some date is called Norman Conquest. What is that date? Is it the same date? Name the writers who brought sonnet from Italy to England. Yard and Surrey. Okay, Surrey is also called Henry Howard. Henry Howard invented something. Blank verse. Very good. And what is a blank verse? Unrhymed iambic pentameter. In which book we get a character Troilus? What is the name of the villain who kills Troilus in Troilus and Cresside? Diomed. He marries Cresside, right? And name the comical character in Troilus and Cresside. Who has written House of Fame? Chaucer. In which dream Chaucer is picked up by some eagle? It's a book. He is dropped in House of Fame. He is dropped somewhere. Where does he? Glass of Palace. In House of Fame, there are three types of people asking for fame. The third type gets the fame. What is that third type? Who brought printing press in England? Timing? The first book printed in England. The Dicks and Sayings of Philosophers. Now tell me the writer who has famously written Othello. Shakespeare nahi aa raha hai, bhul gaye ho. Okay, Othello. So everybody knows Othello. Okay, now we have a line here. When Desdemona gets kidnapped, in the words of Brabantio and Rodriguez, they challenge Othello for a fight. So there was a question. Othello says, keep thy swords in or the Duke might rust them. Right? And then Brabantio takes him to the court where the Duke is okay with this marriage. Brabantio takes some line, some quote. He says, Othello, be warned, she can deceive you. If anybody remembers the quote. Look more. The exact line is, look more, if thou hast eyes to see, she has deceived her father and made thee. Name Iago's wife. Emily. And who is Cassio here? Cassio. Vivek Oberoi. Kesu Firangu. Okay, and who has famously written Fairy Queen? How many books are there in Fairy Queen? 6.5. Okay, and who is the hero in the book 1? Red Cross Knight. And what is the virtue? Who is the hero of book 2? Who is the heroine in book 3? Who are the characters in book 4? Trimon and Campbell. And the hero in book 5? Sir Artigal. Hero of book 6? Sir Calido. Now, who has famously written Colin Cloud Comes Home Again? Who said Spencer is poet's poet? For whom it is said he died for want of bread? Ben Jonson said for Spencer. Now we talk about Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson is famous for comedy of humors. Okay. They were of the view that there are 4 fluids in the body, right? Now the famous work by Ben Jonson, Epicene, is also called. Name the hero in Epicene. Morose. Very good. In which book, Ben Jonson's work, Shakespeare played the role? Every man in his humor. And name the role which was played by Shakespeare. Novel. How many essays are written by Francis Bacon? 58 essays. Francis Bacon has famously written a work, Advancement of Learning. Here he promotes something. Science. Okay. Name the writer who died of cold. Name the writer who has been called the brightest, wisest and meanest of mankind. And who called this? Who has famously written Astrophel and Stella? How many sonnets are there? How many sonnets are written by Shakespeare? Okay, in Shakespeare we get a character, Caliban. Where do we get this character? What is the name of Othello's wife? What are the names of King Lear's daughters? Regan. Where do we get this line, fair is foul, foul is fair? Okay, and where do we get this line? Life is a tale told by an idiot. Where do we get this line? If music be the food of love, play on. 12th night, 12th night. And where do we get the character Voila? Okay, now there is a famous quote. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness thirst upon them. 12th night, बहुत बढ़िया. In which book we have a character in disguise? There are a lot of books. A character in disguise who is accompanying her own lover in disguise. एक character है जिसने disguise किया है और वो अपने ही lover के साथ है. I'll give you the clue. Her lover is writing her names on rocks and mountains and everywhere. Lover is in the forest. This book had 7 songs. As you like it. Gamete, वो ट्रांस होती है ना, रोज़ालिंड गैमीड बन के घूमती है उसके साथ. So this is what you have to remember. Okay, in Shakespeare there is someone who has been called a Puritan. 12th night का Puritan character कौन है? Malvolio is a Puritan character. In which book of Shakespeare there is an attack on Jews? Name the Jewish character. When Dr. Faustus cuts his hand to get the blood to sign the bond, a term comes on his hand, homophils. What does this mean? Who comes to meet Dr. Faustus? Mephistopheles. And for how many years Dr. Faustus has become? What is the last line of opening line of the chorus? Okay, 154 sonnets are there. There are 2 lost sonnets by Shakespeare. Name them. Lost sonnets. 154 sonnets, 126 sonnets, and 26 sonnets. Everybody knows. There are 2 sonnets which are called lost sonnets. They were separately published in the magazine by William Jaggard. Magazine was Passionate Pilgrim, and those sonnets are called When My Love Swears and Two Loves I Have of Comfort. So most of the people have no idea about these 2 lost sonnets. So अगर आपको भी नहीं आ रहा तो don't worry, I'll make you write them, right? So you can write that. These 2 sonnets, they are also called lost sonnets. They were separately published in the magazine Passionate Pilgrim. ये जो 2 sonnet है बहुत कम लोगों को पता होता है. Passionate Pilgrim. It was edited by William Jaggard. Jaggart. Edited by William Jaggard. And these sonnets are, first one, Two Loves, TWO, Two Loves I Have of Comfort. And second is When My Love Swears. So both of these sonnets, these have been studied by critics, and they believe here Shakespeare is talking about his unhappy life, married life. He says that either like he's in affair, like he says, 2 loves I have of comfort. When my love swears, जब वो कसमें खाती है, promises करती है, swearing करती है. He says, when my love swears, I know she is lying, but I just trust her for the sake of love. ठीक है, these are the lost sonnets. Now tell me this, Spencer was appointed as the governor of Ireland. There he wrote a pamphlet, the only prose work by Spencer. बहुत बढ़िया. Okay, there was a clergy. He didn't like this, poetry. He took Plato's ideas and attacked the poets under the title School of Abuse. What's the name? Okay. Who is the character who loves gold in spatial and takes gold from his friend? Okay. There are 4 characters who have been praised by Chaucer. The knight, plowman, parson, and Oxford, student of Oxford. Okay. Now one of them pays his taxes regularly. Who pays his taxes regularly? Plowman pays his taxes regularly. And parson has written a famous quote. Parson says something. In Canterbury Tales, somebody is called, he was as fresh as the month of May. In which month Canterbury Tales starts? And what is the name of that shrine where they're leading to? Now the question comes, what is the name of the host? And what's the name of that hotel they're staying in? बहुत बढ़िया, very good, बहुत prepared हो. Who is the first storyteller? And what is the tale? Pelham and Arcite, very good. Pelham and Arcite, they fall in love with same girl, Emily. Palaman Archite, The Knight's Tale, is inspired by Boccaccio's Tessida. The same story has been used by Shakespeare as Two Noble Kinsmen. बहुत बढ़िया, very good. Confident हो? Yes sir. पक्का? Yes sir. अभी तो शुरुआत, अभी और पढ़ना है. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.